figure out if his mother is my biological father. My mother got pregnant with me at 16. She had me at 17, so she was quite young. My grandparents, they raised me. I was about 5 years old when I lost my grandmother. I watched her die. It was very hard for me. A few weeks later, me and my mom, we were out walking. We went to a store, and we bumped into Keith. He brought me candy. That was the first and the last time I seen him. I haven't seen him before. Yeah. About 7 years old, I moved to Toledo, Ohio, and I've been there all my life.
Where were you all living prior to moving?
Detroit, Michigan.
He remained in Detroit?
Yes, sir.
To your knowledge?
Yes.
And you all reconnected when?
I was about 18 years old. I found him on my own on Facebook. We celebrated the new visit. I visited, I stayed for a while. I believe that every woman should have their father. It plays a very, very big role in their life and turns
Did you feel that's what you felt?
Yeah.
I hear this a lot. I met my father for about a 3-month run during the summer. My mother couldn't handle me anymore. So she sent me over to get straightened out by him. And I was like 12. And I never saw him again. And they didn't care. It never bothered me. They had had something to do with my lack of being taught manhood and going astray, which about half of young people who don't have fathers, that happens to them. All right. So I was just curious about your desires to know. And what type of relationship have you all had since that time? Since you...
He's been awesome. I mean, never said I wasn't his daughter. You know, he's always been affectionate. He's always been caring, you know, loving.
How long has it been?
It's been about, it's been a few years.
How often have you all seen each other?
I've been here and there.
Every few months, every 6 months?
Every few months.
Okay. All right, that's impressive that you would step up to the plate not really knowing. So you give me some background.
Okay, well, I met Chantel's mom when I was a teenager. We never was a couple, we never dated, we did intertwine, like maybe 2 or 3 times. She went her way, I went my way. I heard through the grapevine, through the neighborhood that she's pregnant. So I know that me and her intertwined. I want to find out if it's my baby or not. So eventually I ran into her. I asked her. She never clarified it. She never gave me a straight answer whatsoever.
Why do you think she never gave you a straight answer at that time? Do you think she knew?
No, I don't think she knew. So, ran into a friend of mine that also know her, was dating her. For some reason, he wanted me to know that the baby she was pregnant with was his. So at that point, I felt like it was clarified. I went on about my way. I seen her a couple of times, like she said, you know, at the store. I didn't see no resemblance whatsoever. My mom had seen her, my brothers and sisters had seen her. They all stated that, no, she doesn't look like you. But I still had doubt in my mind, like, no, I don't know, because all kids doesn't look like their father or their mother. Okay, so I'm driving my car down the street one day. I get put over by the police. He asked for my license registration. I relinquished it to him. He went and checked it. He came back. When he came back, he asked me to get out of the car. He said, I got a bench warrant for child support. And I said, for who? And he said, Chavez, how?
You made it crystal clear then.
Yeah, he most definitely did. He said, Chavez, how?
How old was she then, to your knowledge? Was she a teenager by then?
No, she wasn't a teenager. She was a teenager at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so
they arrested you?
okay. They took me in because you know the bench warrant. They took me in. I am going to the front of the court. I ended up talking to a worker. She showed me some papers. Yes, sir. She stated that her mother came down and put my name as the father. So immediately they put me on child support for $25. Making the payments, no problem.
You were unemployed?
No, I wasn't unemployed at the time. No.
$25 a month?
Yes, that's $25.
And you were employed?
Yeah, $25.
Did you have a lot of other children?
Yeah, I got other kids. Yeah.
How many?
6. With that being said, I still wanted to find out if I was father of the child, so I had to file a petition for paternity. Okay, I filed that.
$25. God of man.
Go to that address. It's a bank. Go back down to the friend of court. Let them know.
What can a woman use $25 to
They
do?
told me wait for me to receive a letter for the petition that I filed to have a paternity test. They sent me a letter and told me to deny it. Okay? and then turn around and took $25 and took it down to $3.
You must been going with that judge.
No, the difference is, I don't know
You
if
know, you had a judge in Detroit that was put off the bench for a child support case where the petitioner died of mom. Then the husband or father reported that he saw the game going down, and she ended up going with the man. He bought a house, he was in trouble. He was my colleague when I was in Detroit on the bench. It was all over the news. So really, they put him off the bench. So that wouldn't happen to you, did it?
Well, I don't know.
We have a little fun because I know nobody's been out of shape emotionally. So that's why we're having a little fun with it. So that was the order. Now get back to coming together with her.
She's 18 years old now. She reaches out to me through social media and says, "Are you my dad?" So in return, I shoot her my number, send to her. She comes out. She's here within a couple of days. She comes. Her siblings welcome her with open arms. They love her to life. But something was wrong with her. I could see something was wrong with her. So I talked to her. And she stated to me that she felt as though I wasn't her father because I didn't look like her. And she didn't look like any of her siblings.
You told him that?
Yeah.
So you're not convinced? I know you've become convinced since then.
I'm convinced since then. Things have changed.
The relationship?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's right. He is a father in that regard. So good. In regards to his father, good.
It does not matter.
Biological or otherwise.
Yes, sir. It does not matter how this paternity test turns out. If it turns out that I'm not a biological father, I'm still a father.
Good.
If I need it, I still
The results of the paternity test when we return.
A promise ring.
How long?
After knowing him for a total of maybe 4 years, he presented us with a promise ring.
This is a little more than a promise ring.
I told him that. We could talk him for 5 years because of this guy. He was really heavily into crack. He made her live in the woods with him for 5 years. Nobody knew where she was. So one night I was at my grandma's house and she ended up coming to the house at midnight and she showed up in a cardboard box.
One engaged couple,
We are third cousins.
two families who object,
To be all to your blessing.
3 days together to heal.
There's a lot of healing here for you if you want it.
Family or Fiance, new time, Saturday 8/7 Central.
Known for sharing what you love. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 18 types of cancer, including certain early-stage cancers. One of those cancers is triple-negative breast cancer. Keytruda may be used with chemotherapy medicines as treatment before surgery, and then continued alone after surgery when you have early-stage breast cancer and are at high risk of it coming back.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, persistent or severe muscle pain or weakness, muscle cramps, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, such as Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, lupus, or myasthenia gravis, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, an organ, tissue, or stem cell transplant, or receive chest radiation. Keytruda can burn your unborn baby.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true, Keytruda. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back. Start to break away from UC with Tremfya, with rapid relief in 4 weeks. Tremfya blocks a key source of inflammation. At 1 year, many people experienced remission, and some saw 100% visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Head and Shoulders is launching something huge. The bare minimum. Anti-dandruff shampoo, made with only 9 ingredients. No sulfate, silicones, or dyes. And packaged with 45% less plastic. Giving you outstanding dandruff protection and leaving your hair beautiful and moisturized. Major dandruff protection, minimal ingredients. Job done. Head and Shoulders Bare.
Hey, I'm raised procrastination. And this home used to be my home. But now, it is something. For tools and tips, it's all product stuff.
Procrastination doesn't live here. You do. Take care of your home with Thumbtack.
Look, she's just sitting here building her credit by... I forgot you were here. Self gives you credit for the rent you were going to pay anyways, and reports it to the credit bureaus within 72 hours. Free credit building for renters with Self.
We at Visiting Angels want to thank you for welcoming us into your home, no matter what that home may be. The challenge of aging doesn't go away. And for over 25 years, it's been our pleasure providing caregivers that we would have caring for our own mothers and fathers. Visiting Angels, where compassion meets commitment and love is our service. I found them on Facebook. We started to visit. I lived there actually for a while. I believe that every home should have their father. It plays a very, very big role in their lives and
That's what you felt?
Plaintiff Chardez Howell believes the defendant is her father, but she wants to know for sure. So she petitioned the court for a paternity test.
Sorry about that, sir. Zero chance to the father. Why don't you go ahead and give her a hug? We can help with that.
That's the father.
Counseling and biological relation.
Turn up. Thank you. I don't even test. Stand up. For life. You hear me?
Yes.
Don't walk away from me, because I'll never walk away from you. Know that, bro? Don't even hate your mom. She was young.
Yeah.
She was young.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not in the business of forgiving nobody.
I know.
Don't bash no one, but you are mine. True. No blood test needed. Here's my heart.
Plaintiff Renisha Shears dated the defendant for 4 years. She claims the entire time he was living a double life. Renisha says the defendant got engaged to his witness behind her back, and she's suing him today for a cell phone bill. Defendant Michael Lennon says the only reason Renisha is suing him is because she's jealous that he has moved on with his life. And as a result, she's been keeping their children from him. Michael denies owing Renisha.
I dated Michael Ennis for the most part all while.
Yes, guys, welcome. Happy New Week to all of you. Happy New Week. Nice to see you guys here. This is a divorce court. So this lady is suing the man that she has had a relationship with because he was living a double life. He told her that she was not married, but she was married. So she's suing him for lying to her and living a double life.
phone records. I called the person and brought the phone records, which happens to be his current fiance.
So when someone lied to you and they live a double life, you can do this.
Over 4 years, how many times did you catch him?
I caught him once before. A lady called me while I was at work on
How
the
long
midnight shift.
ago?
This was in 2016.
And then you find out what about?
She told me that they
Called her?
Yeah,
You
she
picked up
called
the
me.
phone?
She called her. I answered the phone. She told me that she wanted to know who I was. I let her know who I was. I was his fiance. I presented myself as fiance. I let her know that he stayed with me, and she began to tell me who she was. She dated him for 3 weeks, and
At that point?
at that point, I came home that morning and confronted him about the situation, and he denied it. He told me that this was just a friend, somebody he had she was infatuated with him or whatever.
Why did he go rogue after 3 years? He was doing all right the first 3 years. And then everything, all these women, he started cheating in the 4th year.
This is what explanation he told me. He told me I worked too much.
How many hours a week do you
I was paying all the bills. He was at home.
She was paying all the bills.
First year because he wanted
year?
She was paying all the bills and he was at
He
home.
was trying to pull disability, and he was watching the kids.
And
So
he
it was more
and he
comfortable
and
for me
he
to go out
claimed that he's
because he had
disabled
felonies
because he was
in
using a
order for him
cane.
to find jobs. So I took the role of being a provider and going out and getting
And the
jobs.
leader of the house.
So she's the leader, the
He
provider.
stayed there and played videos with the kids.
And text messages and
Watch
everything else that
watch
he did on the
cartoons.
side, yes.
Drink beer, okay. So how many hours a week were you working?
I was working 40, maybe sometimes 50 hours a
No,
week.
that ain't nothing. He was just using that as an excuse.
Yeah, he said the time frame when he did finally find a job, he told me that our time frame wasn't in sync.
So, tell me your story, sir.
Your Honor,
Then we're gonna get to the cell phone bill. Go ahead.
the whole reason we're here today is out of jealousy. I've moved on with my life with my new fiance. She's jealous. She's been keeping my kids from me because of this incident. I haven't seen my daughters in
Give me the background on the incident. She says you up and started cheating because you told her because she was working too much to provide for you.
Your Honor, she's been insecure since the beginning of our relationship. We met through a dating site, so I have emails coming from
They met through a
from
dating
before we
site.
got together. And she, the whole 4.5 years we were together, she would go through my phone, my emails, and swear that I was cheating on her. Never happened.
How about your current fiance?
Yes.
I mean, when you two all meet, were you seeing her same time
Me
you
and
were seeing her?
Miss Shears had been off and on at that point for over a year.
Okay.
When I had met her.
And why were you all off and on? She gives the impression it's only because of your cheating.
We worked opposite shifts. She worked midnights, I worked days. And like she said,
Everybody's off and on then. That means everybody.
No.
It's like when I go to work with my mayor,
Right?
so whenever you don't work the same shift, the relationship is off. All that night.
Thank you.
Don't go away. More of Judge Mathis is coming up.
She shut my phone off.
I'm talking about the kids. Nobody care about that phone.
At that point,
you don't need to talk. I don't care if you never talk. Tell me about the children. You're the one over here turning and twisting about she got my kids, and all you want to talk about is this phone.
And still to come.
When we was watching a street fight, actually was a friend of ours who was fighting, ended up leaving. Like in the middle of the street fight, all the attention got brought on me and Raymond. Raymond was 17 at the time, I was 23. I ended up actually having a gun to my neck.
One engaged couple.
We are third cousins.
Two families who object.
Do we have your blessing?
3 days together to heal.
There's a lot of healing here for you if you want.
Family or Fiance. New time. Saturday, 8/7 Central.
The darkness of bipolar depression made me feel like life was moving on without me. Then I found a chance to let light.
Discover Capilita. Unlike some medicines that only treat bipolar 1, Capilita is proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression, and in clinical trials were not common.
Caplyta can cause serious side effects. Call your doctor about sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks in young adults. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Report fever, confusion, or stiff muscles which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements which may be...
Guys, did you hear about the news of the lady?
Nausea and dry mouth. These aren't all the side effects.
In the darkness of bipolar 1 and 2 depression, Caplyta can help you let in the light. Ask your doctor about Caplyta. Find savings and support at caplyta.com.
I used to struggle with dandruff and scalp issues, but then I started using Head & Shoulders every wash because the active ingredient in Head & Shoulders fights off the microbes that cause dandruff. Microbes aren't everyone's scalp, they can cause irritation, but when you use Head & Shoulders every wash,
Keeps these rascals at bay. It helps prevent dandruff before it starts. Where do you think you're going?
see, no flakes down here.
Yes, the lady that they were asked to shower with the water. I think the water she have, I don't know if it's a dead people water that she was showering with.
Okay, good points.
Top line?
But I want to know anyone that know what happened to her.
You asked me to top line it for you.
Okay. Bottom line?
Well, the bottom line is, this is an amazing value. What? Get 2 pairs of glasses and an eye exam starting at $89.95, or 2 pairs of progressives and an exam for $159.95. America's best.
There's enough noise on the internet about anti-aging skincare. At OneSkin, we're here to change the conversation with an approach that prioritizes skin health and targets skin aging at the source, powered by our...
Let me see if I can find that video.
OS1 deactivates senescent cells that contribute to wrinkles, thinning skin, and loss of elasticity.
I don't know if I can
making
find the
skin
video. Let me see.
feel and behave younger. Experience the power of skin longevity science.
I was ready to start building my credit, but I didn't want a credit card with fees, interest, or end up in expensive debt. So I got the Chime Credit Builder card, and I use it for everything. There's no annual fees, no interest, and there's no minimum deposit required. My card limit is based on my own money, and Chime can cover me up to $200. On top of that, fee-free. My credit score is in the 700s, and I just got approved for a mortgage. Join the millions of Chime members like me building credit every day at Chime.com.
Do you have a pending lawsuit that you want Judge Mathis to decide? If so, call 1-888-VERDICT or visit us online at www.judgemathisTV.com.
As you...
Claims he was living a double life and got engaged to his witness while they were still together.
Go ahead, sir. So you were up and down, and when did you meet your current fiance?
He's up and down.
November of
Shitting.
2017.
And when did you propose marriage to her?
January 2018.
3 months later.
Yes, sir.
And you want to know why she's upset after you strung her out for 4 years, still only gave her a promise ring, and you get engaged within 90 days.
Your Honor, over the 4 years...
Not only is she upset with you, she probably cares for you. No offense, ma'am, and it doesn't appear to be the case. You're well-groomed, you have a nice smile, but she could be on crack. You don't know. A person can hide a crack habit up to a... All right, and tell me about the cell phone bill.
Mike was the sole provider of the cell phone bill that I opened for him. He asked me for this bill.
You opened an account.
I opened an account
in
for
your
Mike
name
in
for his
2017.
benefit.
Yes. He had possession of an iPhone 8. When I found out about his current fiance in June that he did not want this phone any longer.
He said that's not correct. He said he wanted you to keep
She found out about the current fiance.
You got a woman for 90 days and get engaged to. He said that's not correct that he wanted it off. That means the opposite is he wanted it off.
Yes.
Go ahead.
I had to suspend the line. I asked him several times through text messages. I asked him through family members, could he please return the phone? And I asked him, could he just pay a little on the bill because he was going in between jobs. I knew he didn't have all the bill, so I just asked, could he keep it off my credit breaker? Just pay the bill as much as he can. He told me that he was not giving me the phone until he sees his kids. And that's when this case began.
Do you
Right.
stop her from seeing his kids? Do you withhold visitation?
Yes, sir, she does.
If so, why?
I didn't hold visitations from him. He asked to see his kids. I asked him to pay the phone bill. When I asked his mother,
So she hold the kids because he doesn't pay the phone bill.
I'm not, he said,
Playing games with the kids.
This year.
I know.
Okay.
You don't need to use the keys to play the game.
Right there about that phone.
At that point,
You don't need to talk. I don't care if you never talk. Tell me about the children. You're the one over here turning and twisting about she kept my kids, and all you want to talk about is this phone.
June of 2018, she started keeping me from my kids.
Why? What was the reason? Be quiet. Go ahead.
It was after she had found out about my fiance that she started keeping my kids from me.
That was the first time.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Does she have a history of doing that? All right, ma'am, and your anger should never lead you to that. You only hurt the children.
Right,
You don't
that's
hurt
right.
them at all.
That's true.
Your anger should never get to the children.
He might want to otherwise get off of.
yes, yes.
Some men don't want to see their children.
The children are so
frequently
innocent
as
of
the
those
children
things.
might want to see them.
He uses
So
to
it's
be
easy
honest.
to say your mama won't let me see you, when in fact you might, or it may be temporary. So don't do that, all right?
Right.
All right, don't mess that up, because you'll damage them perhaps permanently. Now, sir, what do you want to tell me about the phone?
Your Honor, the phone bill I kept paid up to date. When she shut off the phone, I felt that was a breach of
That's a lie.
contract. Because she shut it off in May for 3 days because I had upgraded the phone.
What do you think she should have done? Let you continue to use it even today as you bring your fiance
I
here
know.
for today?
She can shut the phone off because he doesn't pay the bill.
To her?
She was never paid my phone bill. I paid my phone bill.
Okay, and risk her credit on a man
Exactly,
who left
child
her for 4
blackmail,
years
exactly.
and gets engaged to a woman after knowing her only 90 days. You expect her to trust you with her credit, which is one of the most important things you can trust a person with. As crazy as you are, she should anticipate that at some point you're going to stop paying and she'll be in a bind.
Exactly.
Judge Mathis rules on this dispute shortly. And coming up.
He started abusing me, and when I was living in the woods with him, he tried to beat me with sticks and stuff like that. So it was either take my clothes off or leave. So I did both.
AT&T has a new guarantee because most things in life are not guaranteed. Like booking the right rental car. Where's the rest of it?
Did you forget we had kids?
A friendly game staying friendly. Yo, chill, Brandon.
It's a bank loan.
Or being alone during alone time. Yeah, that's not guaranteed. You know what AT&T guarantees? Connectivity you depend on, the deals you want, and the service you deserve. Or we'll make it right. That's the AT&T guarantee.
Mine was earned in Germany, 1984.
I earned it for my family in 1945.
Mom earned it for us.
USAA membership is for those who served and can be shared with their spouses, then kids, and their kids for generations to come. And because our members know USAA's commitment to serving the military community, they're proud to start their family's legacy.
So I'm in, and so is our family.
USAA, see if you can become a member today. Members who switch save an average of $725 annually on auto insurance.
Thinking of updating my kitchen?
Yeah?
Yes. This year, we are finally updating our kitchen in subway tile and an ivory or eggshell. Cream, maybe bone. Don't get me started on quartz. Big island. You ever heard of a waterfall count?
For everyone who talks about doing that thing, but never does that thing,
Little breakfast stuff.
Chase has financial
See how
guidance.
you can start saving to make this happen.
Really?
Really?
Really.
At home or in
You
person.
can also check out a Chase Money Skills workshop.
That's guidance from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Do you own a dishwasher but only use it for storage or as a drying rack? Get better results than hand washing with your dishwasher and Cascade Complete. Your dishwasher does the work for you with temperatures up to 140 degrees. Too hot for hands. Some dishwashers even have a sanitizing cycle. Load pots, pans, and tableware at the bottom with plastic and glassware on top. Cascade Complete removes visible and invisible residue for virtually spot-free and shiny dishes. Switch to your dishwasher and Cascade Complete.
New city.
The city of brotherly love.
Brotherly love.
Sisterly affection.
New surprises.
Welcome to the first Ready to Love.
Ready to love. All new Friday, 8/7 Central. One engaged couple.
We are third cousins.
Two families who object.
We have your blessing.
3 days together to heal.
There's a lot of healing here for you if you want.
Family or fiance. New time. Saturday, 8/7 Central.
And when did you propose marriage to her?
January 2018.
3 months later.
Yes, sir.
You want to know why she's upset after you strung her out for 4 years, still only gave her a promise ring, and you get engaged within 90 days.
Plaintiff Mernisha Shears dated the defendant, and they had 2 children. But she claims he was living a double life and got engaged to his witness while they were still together.
She was smart enough, she knew what to do. And now you're trying to suggest that she should have left it on even after you've left her and run to another woman to get engaged in 90 days. And I'm gonna keep repeating it. Ma'am, nothing against you. In fact, that's a compliment for you. You really doing something. So that's a compliment to you, but I'm just saying that you have questionable judgment, in my opinion, and that's why I'm going to grant her judgment. Judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
I just want him to start owning up to his responsibilities. I have no problem with him seeing his children, and the relationship with his children can start anytime he wants.
I hope she keeps true to let me see my kids.
Plaintiff Lisa Murray says the defendant is her cousin, but they didn't speak for 5 years because the defendant was dating a crack user who forced her to live in the woods. Lisa's suing her cousin for car damage. Defendant Shelley Rourke says while living in the woods, her boyfriend physically abused her. And when she finally left him, she was forced to walk to her grandmother's house wearing nothing but a cardboard box.
So she was forced to go to her grandmother's house wearing nothing on her food.
Ever since then, I have been helping her out. I've always got her anything she's ever needed. Shelly's been known to kind of hang with the wrong crowd. People that are on drugs or people who just steal things. I mean, my personal things. She met this guy. We quit talking for 5 years because of this guy. He was really heavily into crack. He made her live in the woods with him for 5 years. Nobody knew where she was. So one night I was at my grandma's house and she ended up coming to the house at midnight and she showed up in a cardboard box.
She was walking.
Yeah.
Had it over her?
Yeah. I know it's a hard story.
I'm just trying to understand.
It was like...
Why are you laughing? You're telling me these things that really sound bad. And she's crying. And you're laughing. And I'm not.
That's crazy.
So let's try it again. So she came in holding a cardboard box. Was she naked or something underneath?
Yeah, she was naked.
Okay. You left that part out. All right. And so how did you all respond?
Well, that's that's when I took her back in. That's how me and her started talking.
Okay.
I got her away from that gentleman.
How long ago was that?
It was about 5 years ago.
Wow.
Okay.
Me and her moved up here together, so we've been here 4.5 years. Oh, not here, I'm sorry, Ohio. So we've been together 4.5 years.
Let me let her talk a little now. Young lady, she says that at some point you moved into the woods with your boyfriend and stayed 5 years, and then when you returned naked and with a cardboard box around you. So do you want to address that?
Yeah, I was with him for a while, and I thought the relationship was fine, so I discontinued from my family because I thought everything would be all right, and then he started abusing me, and when I was living in the woods with him, he tried to beat me with sticks and stuff like that, so it was either take my clothes off or leave. So I did both.
What do you mean take your clothes off? Why was it either that?
Why are you taking your clothes off?
Because he was beating on me, and I had nowhere to go because I didn't know where she was.
So beating on you for sex? I mean, what does the clothes off have to do with?
We were at his uncle's house and he was accusing me of cheating on him with his uncle. So he was high on crack and didn't believe me. So when we got back to the woods, he started abusing me. And then from there, I just walked to my grandmother's house in a cardboard box.
Okay, I just didn't quite understand the taking the clothes off, though. That still is not quite.
Because at
Wow.
first, I didn't really want to, but then once he started ripping my clothes off of me, I had no choice. And he burnt all my stuff when I left him. He burnt everything, so I had nothing left.
Did your family go to the police?
No, my mom and dad disowned me because I was with him.
How did you get back from the woods to their house?
I walked.
How long was that walk?
Probably about 15-minute walk. It wasn't too bad.
So you all were only 15 minutes away from their house?
Yeah.
In the woods?
Mm-hmm.
And for 5 years, nobody knew that? You were 15 minutes away?
Yeah. Nobody came looking for me. She was up here in Ohio, so she really couldn't do anything. And my mom and dad didn't want to talk to me no more. And then I finally walked to my grandmother's house, and she was there.
There's more Judge Mathis after this. And later.
All right, this good friend, best friend, I'll do anything for him. I'll give him thousands of dollars.
Can't
Because
trust
they're
him.
my best friend. Why would you give a man just because they don't have bus? Because he's my best friend. Now you telling me your best friend slept with your woman.
One engaged couple.
We are third cousins.
Two families who object.
We have your blessing.
3 days together to heal.
There's a lot of healing here for you if you want.
Family or Fiance. New time. Saturday, 8/7 Central.
If you keep making that face, it's